You don't think you're enough, so you hold back. You stop yourself from creating your reality that you desire to experience because you're too afraid to show up, and you're too afraid to show up because you don't think you're enough. And you don't think that you're going to get that thing that you want, or that person, or that experience, or your reality and circumstances are going to change for you because you don't think that you deserve it. You don't think that you're worthy of it, and you don't think that you're enough. And I'm here to tell you that you're also not alone, because I used to be that person as well. And so that's why I'm creating this video, because oftentimes what we do isn't just a reflection of the past experiences that we had or what's actually true. It's just that there's something that's nudging at you on a deeper level, and that's usually something trapped in your body, which is usually that feeling of not feeling worthy or good enough or deserving of the reality that you so desire to experience. There's a saying that says you don't get what you want, you get what you are. And sometimes that can be tricky to dissect, because often we think that who we are can't be shifted or evolved and changed. And we think, this is the way I am, this is always the way that I've been. But that's a lie. We all can evolve. We have the opportunity as human beings to evolve to our fullest potential, our fullest state. And as somebody who grew up very, very insecure, and I didn't think I was enough, I almost had an inferiority complex. Essentially, that's what I had. I went from this space of identifying and trapping myself with my weight and the way that I looked and the way that I felt about myself because of the way that I looked, and because I internalized other people's opinions about the way that I looked, that I allowed myself to internalize and allow that to play through my adult life. So, from a child, when you're innocent and you don't really know how to change that, it's not your fault. To a teenager, to a young adult, that literally that became my brand, my identity, my energetic space in which I held for myself, that I wasn't enough. And everybody was beautiful, everybody was this, everybody was that, and put on a pedestal except myself, which was all the way down here. And I'm telling you, you can evolve from that to somebody who knows your worth and knows that you are enough. And I'm not saying you won't have moments of doubt, because that does come about, and that does, that's there all the time. Our brains just go. It is what it is. But you don't have to believe that. You don't have to stay stuck there. You don't have to give it your attention and make it your life. I used to make not feeling good enough my life. So I stopped myself from entering into relationships, entering into being authentic, entering into showing up for myself, entering into film. Like, I would stop myself from filming videos. I would stop myself from singing, from dancing, from putting on the clothes that I wanted to, from looking the way I wanted to, because I held myself back from what it was that I truly wanted, out of feeling like I wasn't enough. I wasn't worthy. And I held myself back. That used to be my saying that I have for myself. Was I always held myself back, and I don't know why. I don't know why it is. And I wasn't able to unlock that until I started to not only just self-reflect, which I did on my own a lot, but I kept hitting a wall. Like, it was this wall that I kept hitting. And so I'm like, I need help. I need help now. And it wasn't until I was in my early 20s or mid 20s that I decided to go to therapy to actually get some actual help with that. And therapy helped me tremendously, because I did inner child healing, which helped me to understand, helped me to address things that I held in as a child and I suppressed. And because I suppressed it, I was literally suffocating my own energy and my own self. I then stopped going to therapy for a while just because I couldn't afford it at the time. And I learned about law of assumption and self concept work. And this helped me to regulate my nervous system so that I can create a new way of feeling, of thinking about myself, of entering into this space of becoming self aware and seeing that my self perception that I had for so long was no longer serving me and no longer beneficial to me. This helped me move the scheme of my life Learning about regulating my nervous system helped me to switch from being that child that was always closed off and didn't think I was worthy, didn't think I was enough, didn't think I was heard or seen or felt good about myself, to this adult that was moving past that, moving beyond that, learning more about who I am right now, and that whatever was told to me as a child was no longer true and no longer meant that I needed to stay under those shackles of feeling like I always had to feel small, because I'm not, and neither are you. And I want to let you know that therapy and regulating my nervous system were the two things that helped me get to where I am today. Both of those things empowered a shift in me to be able to see myself differently, along with making better strides towards how I wanted to feel and shifting my perception for myself. Because you can only do therapy maybe once or twice a week, or maybe a few times a week, but still you have to do the work. So that's where regulating my nervous system came in, because every day I would meditate and breath work and EFT tap when I first learned about self-concept work. And that helped me to guide myself to pay attention and forgive and release and create a whole new experience within me, to have a whole new reality and to view myself completely differently. And this isn't just for me, because I honestly thought I was never going to be able to get past this. I never thought that I was going to be able to break myself from the shackles of holding myself back. I thought I would never be where I am today. And just like I didn't, I'm sure there's some of you who think that you can't, but you can. And I know this may sound cliche, but if I could do it, and I trust me, I mean this to the bottom, to the depth of my soul. If I can do it, you can do it. You are no different than me. I am no different than you. We're both human, living, breathing beings. Our capabilities may be different, and our level, to the extent in which we're able to transform, may be different. But you can do it. You have the ability, you have everything that you need within you. And I'm telling you that you can shift from where you are to where you like to be, from somebody that feels empty and unworthy and not good enough and undeserving and small, to a person who's empowered, who's fulfilled, and knowing your own value and your own worth, and knowing that regardless, you are worthy and you are enough. You are a living, breathing being. How could you not be enough? So I want to leave you with this tidbit that you are breathing. You are chosen to exist and be a human life on this planet. It doesn't get more worthy. It doesn't get more enough than that. You were created. You were cultivated and breathed into creation, into this world, as physical life, as a human being. You are so worthy. You are so good enough. And I know that as well as I can talk to you, it's only going to take you to implement changes that will help you to know it, just like I got to know it when I didn't initially at the start of my life. Thank you for joining me for this video. Please leave me a comment with any questions, or if you have your own experiences. I would love to learn. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Thank you for joining me, and don't forget to always take care of yourself. I'll catch you in the next one.